It is 2 a.m. You should be asleep. But your mind won't stop. Tomorrow's meeting. That thing you said 3 years ago. Whether you locked the front door. The email you haven't answered. Your brain is running through every possible threat, every possible failure, every possible worst-case scenario. And you cannot turn it off. This is not just a bad night. This is anxiety. And if you have ever felt it, the racing thoughts, the tight chest, the constant sense of dread, you already know that telling yourself to calm down does absolutely nothing. In this video, we are going to look at exactly why your brain gets stuck in anxiety mode and 3 science-backed techniques to actually switch it off. To understand anxiety, you need to meet one small part of your brain, the amygdala. This almond-shaped structure sits deep in your brain and has one job: threat detection. When it senses danger, real or imagined, it fires an alarm, instantly. Before your conscious mind even knows what is happening, heart rate up, breathing fast, muscles tense, body flooded with adrenaline. This is the fight-or-flight response, and it kept your ancestors alive. Here is the problem. The amygdala cannot tell the difference between a lion chasing you and an email from your boss. Both trigger the exact same alarm response. For our ancestors, the threat was real, immediate, and over in minutes. You ran, you fought, the danger passed, the alarm switched off. Modern threats are different. They are abstract, long-term, never fully resolved. A looming deadline, a difficult relationship, financial pressure. The alarm fires, but there is nothing to run from, so it just keeps firing and firing and firing. This creates what psychologists call the anxiety loop. The amygdala detects a threat, it fires the alarm. Your body goes into stress mode. Your thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, and gets flooded with stress hormones and stops working properly. So instead of thinking clearly and resolving the threat, you ruminate, you catastrophize, you imagine worst-case scenarios, which triggers the amygdala again, which fires the alarm again. The loop tightens, the anxiety grows, and your brain genuinely cannot switch off because the system designed to protect you has hijacked the system designed to think. Understanding the science is one thing, but anxiety is not just a diagram. It is the chest tightness before a meeting you have been dreading for days. It is the 3 a.m. spiral where one worry pulls in 10 more. It is the feeling of dread that has no clear source, just a low hum of something is wrong that follows you through your day. And perhaps most exhausting of all, it is the anxiety about the anxiety, the worry that you will always feel this way. Here is what I need you to hear before we talk about fixes. Anxiety is not a character flaw, it is not weakness, it is not something wrong with you. It is your brain's threat detection system working overtime in a world it was never designed for. 1 in 3 people will experience an anxiety disorder in their lifetime. You are not alone, you are not broken, you are human. And your brain, the same brain causing all this trouble, also contains everything you need to find your way out. Fix number 1, box breathing. This is not meditation, this is neuroscience. When you breathe slowly and deliberately, especially extending the exhale, you activate the vagus nerve, which directly signals your nervous system to switch from fight or flight to rest and digest. 4 seconds in, hold 4 seconds, 4 seconds out. Hold 4 seconds. 1 box. Research shows this technique reduces amygdala activation within 90 seconds. The anxiety loop does not end with your mind, it ends with your body. Fix number 2, name it to tame it. This technique comes directly from neuroscientist Daniel Siegel at UCLA. When you label your emotional state, not just feel it, but specifically name it, activity in the amygdala measurably decreases. Instead of just feeling anxious, say, I notice I am feeling anxious about the presentation tomorrow because I am afraid of being judged. That level of specificity activates your prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain, and literally calms the amygdala down. You are using language to interrupt the loop. Fix number 3, and this one surprises people. Schedule your worry. Psychologists call this worry postponement. Instead of trying to suppress anxious thoughts, which research shows makes them stronger, you schedule a specific 15-minute worry window each day. When an anxious thought arrives outside that window, you acknowledge it and say, "I will think about that at 6 p.m." Research from Penn State University shows this technique reduces anxiety symptoms by up to 35%. You are not avoiding the anxiety, you are containing it. Let's recap. Anxiety is your amygdala, your brain's threat detection system, stuck in a loop it cannot escape. Modern life gives it too many abstract, unresolvable threats. The loop feeds itself. But your brain also contains the exit. 3 fixes. Box breathing to activate your vagus nerve and physically calm the alarm. Name it to tame it. Label your emotions specifically to activate your thinking brain. And schedule your worry. Contain the anxiety instead of fighting it. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are someone whose brain is working exactly as designed in a world that was not designed for it. If you like psychology, science, and things worth knowing, subscribe to MindFrame.